Today, we'll be learning about the effects of the Black Death.
Okay, perfect. Chris, can you repeat today's objective?
Be able to answer the question, what was the most striking transformation to European society in the aftermath of the Black Death?
What does that mean to you?
How did it change European society?
Yeah, absolutely. So we can replace striking with biggest. So what was the biggest transformation of European society in the aftermath of the Black Death? How did the Black Death change Europe? And it changed it in a big way. So, Cheyenne, can you read to me in a loud, clear voice document B on your pink document sheet there?
Wait.
Yes, Emery.
I'm a little confused because on the document sheet it doesn't actually say what the bone church has to do with the plague. It just says that some guy dug up a bunch of skeletons that were plague victims.
Right. So the implication is that the graveyard of this church was so filled to the brim with victims, they didn't have enough room to bury anybody else. So therefore, a lot of people died.
But did they turn them into decorations?
Yes.
How is that not like blasphemy or something?
I don't know, because they're venerated. People are coming in, they're saying, oh my gosh, look at how amazing that is. I really don't have an answer for that, but yes, that's what happened. Okay, sorry. Cheyenne, document B, in a loud, clear voice, please. Pass. Okay, who wants to read? Emery? Document B, in a loud, clear voice?
Okay.
Thank you.
William of Dean, monk from Kent, England. To our grief, the plague carried off so vast a multitude of people of both sexes that nobody could be found who could bear the corpses to the grave. Men and women carried their own children on their shoulders and threw them into a common pit. From these pits, such an appalling stench was given off that scarcely anyone dared even to walk beside the cemeteries.
Okay, what does that mean to you? Who can summarize that in their own words? Rainey? You don't know?
Well, everyone's just like throwing dead people into like a hole pretty much, and then you're like rotting.
Yep, everyone was dying. People were throwing their children into a pit. They were dead. Yes?
How big was the pit? Like around?
I don't know. I do not have an answer for how big the pit was. This is just a description. Okay. Alright, so right now, what we're going to be doing today is to use different death had on European society. What was it? Who can give me a guess?
They ran out of room.
They ran out of room for what?
Burying.
Okay. What else? No, we're just come back to this. We're just creating guesses. Yes.
They use the body to build furniture and stuff.
Okay. Yes. No. We're just guessing right now. These are our best guesses as to the biggest effect of the Black Death on European society. One more guess. One more volunteer. You have another one?
Everyone had to throw their children in crap and shit. And it smelled bad. It smelled
Okay.
really bad.
So let's rephrase that. So they had to throw who? Besides their children. Family, loved ones,
Everyone.
Okay. So dead people were thrown into a pit. How's that?
And it smelled.
Okay. And it smells. Alright.
I don't know. She'll figure it out. That
Okay. Alright, so I'm sure you guys have heard of this word before, but who can define what a hypothesis is? What's a hypothesis? Yes, Andy?
It's like an educated guess.
Perfect. So, for our purposes, a hypothesis is a prediction that needs to be tested to see if it is correct. So we're going to test our best guesses that you just gave me to see if they're correct. So each time I give you guys a document set, we're going to look at that document and we're going to say, does that best guess I just gave Mrs. White still apply? So, example, I believe that there were 4 reasons that the U.S. entered World War II. Well, are there? I don't know. We would find out if we were exploring that. So what's a thesis statement? Topic sentence? I hear topic sentence, what else?
Part of it is.
You guys have written essays before, I'm sure, for your sophomores and juniors. Erica? I heard main. Main, yes, you're on the right path, tell me. Yes. Alright. So, an argument that can be proven with evidence. So, when the U.S. entered World War II, they did so for 4 reasons. Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. The U.S. needed to help their ally Great Britain. The U.S. was worried that the Axis powers would take over all of Europe. And the U.S. needed to help save the Jews and others being murdered by Hitler. So, this would be my thesis statement. That would give my best guess along with the evidence that supports it. So, I kind of just answered this, but how are thesis and hypothesis related? And as you can see, thesis statement, or thesis, is located in hypothesis. What? What was that? No?
Is there anyone who can explain this answer? What's the relationship between thesis and hypothesis?
Yeah.
Hypothesis is like guessing what your thesis would be.
Yeah. A thesis statement makes an argument that you can prove. So you need to be able to back up your argument, or back up your guess, right? So a hypothesis is more of an opinion. It's more about what you think than what you know. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah? Okay. So, using your graphic organizer, I want you guys, there's space up here at the top that says starting hypothesis. And some of you guys gave me your hypothesis about the most striking transformation. You said people had to throw their children into the pit. What is your starting hypothesis? So take a minute here and write down what you guys think, what was the most striking transformation in European society in the aftermath of the Black Death? And the question is also at the top of the page in bold to help you guys. So take a minute, write down your answer.